My name is Mr. Coley, and I'm going to be talking about Clean Getaway by Nick Stone. I chose this book because I had read Dear Martin by Nick Stone, which was a YA book, and this is her first middle grade book. I also saw that it was a signed copy, and I tend to like reading and picking those up when I get the opportunity to. So this book is called Clean Getaway. It follows Scoob, whose real name is William, and his grandma as they go on an adventure in an RV. Now, Scoob, as you can tell, is black, and Scoob's grandma is white, and that does come into part of the conflict of the story. That they talk a lot about racial relations. They also connect a little bit to the civil rights movement. So, if you were interested in that when we read Watson's, you might be interested in this book as well. So the main conflict again is that Scoob and his grandma are on this getaway, this adventure from their home to Mexico, so along the south. And Scoob doesn't really know why they're on this adventure and what they're doing. Grandma's being really cryptic or really secretive about it. And a lot of the past comes to light. So things about Scoob's grandpa, things about Scoob's father that he didn't know. And all this time, Scoob's father is desperately trying to get a hold of him and trying to call grandma, and grandma's not answering. So there's a lot of mystery with it. There's a lot of confusion on Scoob's end of what are they really looking for and why are they on this journey. I'm going to read a quick passage for you when Scoob learns a little bit about grandma. So, okay, watching the sun go down all the way from the highest point in Alabama is kind of neat. In fact, Scoob's looking forward to getting back down to the campsite so he can add a sunset in the margin of his road map. Well, ain't that something, Gma says from beside Scoob. They're in the observation room at the top of an old tower, which the pamphlet said was built in 1934. Can you believe Bunker Tower had been standing for 9 years by the time I was born? Gma says. It's magnificent. It's something, all right. Scoob gives a weary glance around the interior. He sure hopes it doesn't suddenly decide to crumble. I've been waiting 51 years to see this view, Scoob-a-Doob, Gma says. That gets Scoob's attention. 51 years? Yep. Scoob shifts his gaze back out across the landscape. Why didn't you come before now? Wasn't ready. No idea what that means. Really not ready now, but the world ain't slowing its spin. Okay, Scoob says. Go ahead and open the box. The box. Scoob forgot he was even carrying it, though come to think of it, his shoulders are hurting from the extra weight. He takes a deep breath, shrugs the bag down, and drops to a knee, unzips, and pulls out the box. Stares at it. It won't bite you, Gma says. Well, at least I don't think it will. So I chose this passage because it explains the mystery surrounding Gma and Scoob trying to figure out what's really going on with this adventure. If you liked Rebound, if you liked The Watsons Go to Birmingham, where there's some grandparent interaction and learning about your past, you would enjoy Clean Getaway by Nick Stone. I would give this book 4 out of 5 stars. It took me a little while to get into the story, but once I was into it, I really liked the action. I really liked the character of Scoob and of Gma, and I cried at the end, so I wasn't really expecting that. Once again, this is Clean Getaway by Nick Stone.